We're here in Vernon, New Jersey. The 2011 US Open of mountain biking is over since yesterday. So how did the weekend go for you guys?
It was good for me. We ended up winning, so that was pretty sweet. Always good to win when you're a racer. And yeah, it was kind of special. Americans never won the US Open actually, so it was cool to do that. Now that you guys don't care because you're not from here, but no, it was a good day, fun weekend, and yeah, good times for me.
Cool. You wrecked, huh?
Yeah, I had a big crash at the top.
Yeah, it sucks.
Head wasn't quite there yesterday. Should have backed her off.
Yeah, the World Cup season so far for you also went better.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah, it's been going good. Just trying to have fun this year and keep the priorities in mind, and let the races kind of play out how they will, and just put as much work in as I can and see what happens. So it's been good so far. It's been really good, but I know every race won't go like that, so just trying to enjoy them while they're there, and yeah, just try to have fun every weekend and kind of keep the bigger picture in mind.
next weekend, Fort William. Try to take revenge on Aaron.
I'm in a similar boat, just trying to put the work in, and basically got more longer term goals, and as Aaron was saying, different priorities. So just enjoying the racing, and it's a blessing to have the job that we have.
Yeah, and you guys not just share racing, you also share faith in God, believing in Jesus. What you guys, what's up with that?
Everything's up with that. Yeah,
It's the foundation for our lives.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We kind of, I don't know, got together last year. It was probably about this time, right around Fort William, I think, is when we really started talking a bit. And yeah, it's just been cool having somebody on the road to kind of talk to a bit, because you know, you miss out on church and kind of your group of people when you're home that kind of keep you encouraged and build up in your faith and stuff. And you know, racing's on Sundays, so it's pretty unrealistic to try to even get to church when you're on the road. So you kind of you make your own church, and that's kind of what Mick and I have, and hopefully a couple other guys here soon. Maybe Greg and a few guys. Just get a group together and just kind of keep on track. It's hard to do on the road, but at the same time you find you have a lot of time to yourself, so it's almost kind of easier because stuff settles down a bit, and you can I don't know, for me, I ended up getting a lot of reading and stuff done in my Bible and stuff, so it's a lot of special times, I think, on the road. That's pretty cool.
We gotta get that book from you too.
Yeah, it's on the table in there.
Yeah, I remember we were talking the other day, and you said something about as a kid it's relatively easy to believe, but then when you get older you start questioning, and you made the choice to believe in God and go that way.
Yeah, it's definitely a yeah, like you said, I don't know, for me, I grew up in a Christian family, so it was different than maybe a lot of people's upbringing, or it was probably definitely different than a lot of people's upbringing. We didn't really have a lot of tough times to say. My parents have always been good, and the family's just gone pretty smooth, and just a Christian family. My parents led worship at church, so we were there. I think I was there five services a week growing up as a kid, so I had definitely my share of church. And I don't know, it was never like the most awesome thing in the world to me, but I don't know, as a kid it's easy to put your faith in things, I guess, a little easier. And yeah, I always just kind of took my parents' word for it, and it was always good. I think I accepted God in my life when I was probably about 6 or something, you know, as far as what I understood of it. And yeah, it was cool, everything was good, but kind of reached that point the last few years where you definitely have some questions, and some things don't make sense and seem a little far-fetched, and you kind of got to decide for yourself what you want to do. And for me, it was like I just needed to read into it and kind of go after a couple of those questions that I had, and give God a chance to come through with the answers. And that's when he can do that, I think, when it really strengthens your faith, you know, when you kind of challenge him to show himself a little bit, and with the questions that you have, you give him a chance to come through in ways that, you know, that that no other thing could, and that's kind of that's been so cool lately, man. Just digging into my Bible and even talking with Mick and different things, and it's just the way things have worked out the last year. So it's been some of the hardest times and some of the best times, and so yeah, it's been really cool.
Mick, how is it for you when you what does it mean for you to be a Christian, and as a personal life, but also as a pro downhill rider?
Well, it's I like to think it defines who I am. Well, that's the goal. My life is basically, the way I see it, is led by God, and where I am is where He has me, kind of thing. And so it just gives me a lot of comfort and allows me to enjoy my time, even when, like, I've had a bit of a rough start to the season this year. Crashed in the first 2 races, so my first 2 races. So, but I can still just come away from the weekend kind of unchanged, really, because the results don't matter. It's more, there's a bigger picture to life, and got family at home and all that sort of thing. So it's kind of just, I rely completely on God for my strength.
Yeah, I think also it's something where it's a completely different value in your life. Like, if we're talking about this also, like, some people wreck and they can't ever ride a bike again. If riding is the only thing in your life, then that life is over. So
yeah, it's a big thing for me. It's just the comfort that brings. I guess I was thinking about this morning, like, how would you sum God up in one word? And comfort was a word that kept coming around, and it ended up just love. It says in the Bible that God is love, and I think without love there's not a lot of comfort in a lot of things. And I don't know, it sounds kind of weird to say, but it definitely is that way. It is just the ultimate peace, you know, because he promises He's going to take care of you if you seek Him first. And so, I don't know, and if you really find out for yourself who God is, and you get in the Bible and find out how awesome that is, man, there's just there's nothing better. So it makes racing and everything else in life seem like it definitely takes a back seat, you know. It's just with what happened for me to even be racing mountain bikes, I know it was a total God thing, because I didn't even know what a downhill mountain bike was a few years ago, and the way things just kind of worked out, you know, I feel like I'm here for a reason, and it's to kind of to give Him the glory for sure, and just help other people. So that's been cool. But I know that if it were to end tomorrow, or if I felt like I was supposed to go some other direction, that I could give up mountain biking in a second. I wouldn't think twice about it, and do something else, because it's not who you are, you know. It's just a gift that I've been blessed to be able to do, and just to try to do it the best that I can. And then if something else happens, you know, you have that promise that He's going to take care of you, and that His plan's better than any plan you could ever have. So that's man, it just takes the pressure off of life, really. It's pretty cool.
It's a pretty important thing for me that lately I've been learning, is to really trust the gifts that have been given us, and the abilities that we have as a gift. It's like, really is nothing that you can manufacture for yourself, I think. So it's just trusting that, and trusting the place that you're in, and just taking each day, and it's just seeking God first, as Aaron said.
That's cool, yeah. And I think really, when I see like riding bikes as a gift, you guys probably got more of that gift than I did, but no, I think really it's something where God appreciates when we use the gifts He gave us, and even if it's nothing which has really to do with Him. I mean, riding bikes is something, it's not like reading a Bible, but it's something God enjoys when we do it, I believe. And so it's for sure something, it becomes like almost like a spiritual thing then.
I know I've got 2 little boys now, and it's, for me, it's just, I've always kind of viewed God like a father, and now I am a father, and it's like, that perspective has helped me understand, like, when I give a gift to my boys, it just makes me so happy to see them enjoying it and making the most of it. And that is his heart's desire, I believe. Like, he put us all here to enjoy the place and enjoy what we do and to love each other, and the world's obviously not the way it was meant to be, but it's not God's fault.
Yeah.
We're the ones that don't always trust him, I guess, and that's...
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a big misconception too of a lot of Christians, or just of God, is that it's life stops being fun when you become a Christian. It just becomes full of rules and all these things, but it's totally the opposite, man. It's I don't know, you could never get that sort of fun or peace or excitement, for me anywhere. Like winning a World Cup doesn't even come close to sometimes when I leave a Bible study with my friends at home on Thursday nights. Just like, you know, it's just it's not a set of rules and all these things that make you not have fun. It's just it's for your own good, and God loves to see his kids, like, you know, do good in what they're trying to do and have fun. It's not supposed to be this like miserable thing. It's the coolest thing you could ever do, and it makes life just way better. You know, when you don't have God in the picture, man, there's just so many questions and just things, you know, that you can't control, and that's what's so cool, is that you can't control a lot of things. So to be able to give it to him and just rely on that, and just to watch him come through for you is it's so cool. I can't imagine it being any other way, even though I've tried a few times.
Yeah, I think being dependent on someone who loves you like God does, and he created us, he knows how we work, so I think that's something really, like, yeah, it's comforting.